Good evening, everybody, and welcome, Pisces, into your reading, guys. And this reading will be with you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Pisces energy. This reading will be with you from the 10th of November until the next 2.5 weeks, right? So we'll see, Pisces. And reminder, this is a general energy check. And if this doesn't resonate with you guys, please check your moon and rising to know your story better. And if this resonates with you, then take the guidance and see what you can work yourself with. So let's call upon a divine guidance. Angel ancestors, my spirit guide, and my divine source into this reading for you, Pisces. The 10 of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So there could be somebody in your life who is probably ending something or has ended something. Somebody who is in the Queen of Pentacles energy could be your mother, could be your sister, could be your spouse, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. But somebody at the same time is also being very practical about a situation in their life that they do not want to hold on to, maybe. Let's see. We'll see. The Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So somebody is trying to move towards somebody, but there is a little bit of an iffy situation. The Knight of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. That's what they're probably trying to refocus their direction in their life. The Lovers and the Queen of Pentacles. There could be a connection here between you and somebody, Pisces, that you probably want to communicate with. The Emperor and the Queen of Pentacles. Some of you guys could be married to somebody like this, or maybe you're taking back control. The Five of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. There could be a lot of mental disturbance with regards to the situation, and maybe you're coming to the point of understanding that you don't care about the situation, whatever it is in your life. The Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. There could be two women involved for some of you in your life. The Seven of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. Somebody who is probably waiting to hear something from you, but we'll see. It's a little bit iffy situation in your case. I'm getting, Pisces, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's look into your energy here and see what's going on in your situation at this point in time, Pisces, okay? And the first layer of card that I'll pull and see what's going on. The Ace of Pentacles, the Emperor, okay. And the Queen of Pentacles, see? Okay. Let's pull the second layer and see what's going on here. We'll look into the challenge position for you. The Eight of Cups. This is the challenge position. What is challenging your understanding or challenging you at this point in time, Pisces? Let's see the challenge position here for you. Yeah, the Four of Pentacles. The Ten of Cups. Okay. And I'm going to pull the last layer here, which will be your future. Let's see what kind of a story is coming out in this situation. moving forward for you, Pisces. Okay, let's see that, guys. The Seven of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the King of Cups. Okay, interesting. We'll definitely clarify the situation for you. And then at the bottom you have the Ace of Wands. Okay. The Hermit, the Hanged Man, the Lovers, the Five of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. You probably, and the Tower shows up in here. So there has been something very wrong that has happened in a situation in your life, Pisces. Right? And that could be with money and love both involved in the situation for you. Some of you guys have not been able to make a move towards somebody in your life who is your soulmate, your twin flame, somebody you're connected with from your past life situation. That's because you have not been able to have your independence. Call it monetary independence, or call it monetary independence, right? And this is something that is wrong. That is wrong. You have not been able to set yourself free from that situation. The Three of Swords. Yeah, every time you try to move, you have got caught up in a lot of guilt, pain, sorrow, because you have probably started something with somebody in your life, Pisces. But what I'm getting is that you have not been able to balance the situation in your life with whosoever you're connected with, right? And there has been a lot of guilt, disappointment on the situation here. On the situation here, where I think the option and the choice was yours, right? What you wanted in your life, but it also could be that some of you guys have probably had an earlier commitment, or you still have a commitment with somebody where possibly you could not understand how to balance a situation in your life that you had started, but you could not go forward. And this is where this energy is of the dark night of the soul, the Hermit and the Hanged Man, right? It's a very dark night of the soul kind of an energy, guys, where you are walking through this situation in yourself. You're trying to figure out what you should do now, or what can be done, because then you have got the Ace of Wands. So you are trying to understand how you can rectify that situation, that you know, Pisces, is what I'm getting, that you know that you have not played, or you have not been fair with somebody in your life, which is where this problem is kind of surfacing in your life, is what I'm getting. Okay. I'm going to clarify, I'm going to ask for some oracle here for a message to see what my spirit has to tell you here, Pisces, before we clarify and get into the reading in your case here, okay? So you're doing a lot of shadow work at this point in time. There is a lot of shadow work, that situation that you're trying to understand how you can effectively reboot either a relationship in your life with somebody you could not do justice with, right? And you want to now actually go forward and take a step that will help you to reboot that situation, okay? Let's ask for 3 oracle cards coming into power. Sorry, excuse me. Mending bridges and accepting what is. Okay, interesting. Cherishing self. I accept and love myself, right? That is where you had been failing to understand your own situation. You had not been able to cherish yourself, guys. I mean, whatever it is, right? However good, bad, evil, ugly, our life, a journey takes us through. At the end of the day, it is what you make out of that situation without losing your own self in amongst all the hurdles, amongst all the chaos, but learning to cherish yourself, learning to take care of yourself, learning to accept that you love yourself, because self-love is very important. Until you have that self-love, everything else in your life will go and come, right? Things will move, things will shift, situations will move, situations will shift. But at the end of the day, what you do to yourself is completely your own responsibility. The way you take care of yourself, the way you monitor your health, right? The way you look after yourself, everything that says you love yourself. We often forget to love ourselves because we are so caught up with everything else in the world, right? That we are busy doing things for the family, we are busy doing things for our friends, we are busy doing some kind of professional work, some kind of personal, running all from pillar to post. But we often, and very, very often in our life, we forget that we as human beings, we need to take care of ourselves. That's very important, because only when you look after your own self, that's when you feel good, and that's when you can share that same feeling of happiness with other people. So until you come to the point of loving yourself, you cannot love others. There is no way you can love or share your love with anybody, because you are not feeling that great within yourself, right? So you have to remember. So this is where they're telling you, learn to love yourself. Coming into power, right? That's when you will come into power. That's when you will see the difference. How bold and confident you can act upon within yourself, because you have learned to accept and love yourself. So immediately that energy crops up where you feel bold and confident with your looks, in your attitude, with the way you project yourself, right? With the way you appear in front of people, the way you show your body language, very important, your facial expressions, everything changes. Because the moment you accept who you are, and the moment you learn to love yourself, your complete appearance will change, and that will create the power in your own life. That's when you will be able to mend all bridges, because you're confident, you're bold. Wherever there has been problem, wherever there has been rift, wherever there has been anger, sorrow, anything, you can be the one to mend the bridges, because you're confident, you're bold. You can take that step forward. But it will happen, guys, it will happen only when you realize where you have been lacking your own power. Your power is within yourself. I've been saying this over and over again in many of my readings. right? That we often forget that we have everything. We just don't tap into it because we don't give value to it, right? You give value to your home, you're cleaning your house, you're cleaning your car, you're doing this, you're doing that in your office, you're putting things in the right place, you're putting your focus in your work. You are putting that because you value that, right? You're looking after your finances because you value the money. But it's all okay. Those are the material part of the story. But what about yourself? Have you ever questioned your own self? What do I value in myself? Forget about the material part of the story. Your own story is where you value your own self. Very important, right? And this is where you will be able to act bold, be strong, by accepting what it is, not fighting it, right? You accept and you embrace your inner majesty, right? That you are who you are. Very important. And that is how you can mend bridges. You can mend any anger, any rift, anything in your life that you had with people, with friends, with colleagues, with your personal, in your personal situation, in your professional life as well. Right? So you have to work on that energy and try to understand where and how things are lacking. That's where this kind of, the tarot reading is not about what you want in life, what you're going to get, it's where you're lacking. That's the guidance we as readers try to give it to you. In the first part, you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Queen of Pentacles. The challenge is the Eight of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. And in the future, when I say future, excuse me, it goes a little bit longer duration. You have the Seven of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the King of Cups, right? So in the first part, guys, with the Ace of Pentacles, there is an opportunity in your life for something new in the tangible world. Something new. A house, a car, anything, right? Anything which you can hold. The Emperor and the Queen of Pentacles could be that male, female, let's not get into that because everybody has both energies within us, right? So you could be very practically looking at a solution at this point in time. Right? At this point in time. You could also be married. For some of you, I'm even getting that. And maybe you want to start something new in your life, Pisces, right? But your approach would be based upon practicality. Very important, right? You want to take back control on the practical part of the story, how practical it is to start something fresh in the tangible world. Maybe some of you guys want to buy a home. Some of you guys want a new place to live in. Some of you guys are thinking about a new car. Anything, something new in the tangible world. But how practical it is or how practical it will be is the story here in the first part. We'll clarify. In the second part, as a part of the challenge, what I see here, you have the Four of Pentacles right in the center. So obviously, you're not feeling secured. So the challenge part is your security. More so about money and some kind of a commitment that you want to move forward to. So what I'm getting is that if you leave behind an old situation, this is a challenge part, right? You're thinking about it. If you are going to leave behind a situation towards something brand new in your life, you want to know if that kind of commitment that you're moving towards, right? Or you want to move towards, how secure will that commitment be for you? Will it bring back a lot of security? Or will it destroy your security? You're skeptical. You're very skeptical about the security part of the story with regards to the commitment, because the commitment you want, let me tell you that you want the commitment, not that you don't want it. But the problem is that if you leave behind something in your life to go forward towards a new commitment, you're not sure if that is really going to work out in your favor. So you're not making a quick decision right now. It's a challenge for you because you're still not very clear about that situation in your life, right? Now, moving forward, you definitely have the Seven of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the King of Cups. That's you, Pisces, right? So you are definitely giving it a good thought. You're trying to trust yourself that if you can move, or if you move, out of that situation, if you find an option, and say you find an option towards a new change in your life, you're kind of thinking about this situation in your future, because you're still not very, you're trying to trust your emotions on this. You're trying to tell yourself that you are on the right track. You will be on the right track, right? That you can do it all. This is where they're saying that you have to love yourself and accept who you are, right? That's very important for you to understand. And that's when you will come back into your power. That's when you can take a leap and, resolve issues in your life by knowing that you are bigger and brighter than what you really think. What you have been thinking for yourself. Maybe some of you could have had low self-esteem because you did not tap your energy properly, right? So it could be anything, but let's look into the Ace of Pentacles. Please talk to me about the Ace of Pentacles. We'll try and see what this Ace of Pentacles is talking about, which is, again, with aces, guys, you do definitely have a brand new beginning, but it's only there with you for only a certain period in time. It won't be there with you for too long, the Star. Yeah, something is telling you that things will fall into place. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. It could be about money, it could be about anything in your life. But something is telling you that you are being guided to do something in the tangible world as a brand new beginning in your life towards your faith. You're keeping your faith, hope, and purpose alive, that things are all going to fall into the right place is more what I'm getting, right? And this is where the timing will change. This is where the time will change, the situation will change, everything will change in your favor. Let's look at the Emperor, right? This is where you're convincing yourself that, yeah, whatever it is, but you have that hope, you have that faith and the purpose in your life that is telling you that things are all going to be okay, right? The Seven of Cups. But at the same time, you're looking for options. You got the Seven of Cups twice, right? This could be a challenge. The Queen of Cups, this is you, right? This is you, Pisces. Male, female, we are not looking at that. But at the same time, you're still not very sure how this thing will work out. This is where your challenges Remember, I spoke about the challenge here. So you're still not very clear about your own situation. This could be with love that you have for somebody, you know, that unconditional love that you want to share with somebody, you want to give it to somebody, you want to start something fresh in your life, but then you're not very clear, is more what I'm getting, is that how it's all going to happen. You don't have a plan, really. You know what I mean? You don't really have a fixed plan. You're thinking about it, you're dreaming about it, you're telling yourself, you're convincing yourself that things are all going to fall into place, things will be all okay. But at the end of the day, you're not very clear how that is going to happen. That's where you're getting a little bit energetically becoming confused. Okay, let's look at the Queen of Pentacles, because like I said, the practical approach towards the situation is a necessity. But that's where probably you're wondering what kind of a practical approach can develop in that situation. The Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. Somebody could be married here with somebody, and and that person is like, there is a family situation here, right? So the Ten of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, yeah, but then there is money involved here with somebody that is tied up, right? That like I said, it could be also from the other perspective. It also could be that somebody over here you're married with, or is your mother, or the mother of your children, somebody who is probably a part of your karma, is controlling some personal situation of yours in her life. She's dominating that situation with money, her power, everything that is there with her, right? But this is where the Five of Swords, but this is where, you are perhaps coming to a point, Pisces, of telling yourself that you don't care for that money or that comfort or whatever that is there in your life anymore. It's like you're rejecting any kind of growth in that situation anymore. You don't want to put in any effort in that situation anymore. Whatever you have, but you're not really involving yourself in that situation to make things better, right? Rather, there is that energy which is, that you're really not putting in. If this is your energy, the Five of Swords, you're really not working towards any kind of fertility in that situation that concerns your home or family life or anything to do with your domestic situation, right? You're rejecting all kind of ideas, maybe, right? You're rejecting any growth, anything new. You're not putting any new stuff in that place anymore, because of the Four of Cups, because there has been a lot of sadness in that situation with somebody that you are involved with, Pisces, right? And that is where death is showing up, because this is where they're telling you that this situation needs to change. Please talk to me about the Star card here. That's where probably you're looking for a new, see the Hanged Man. You are thinking about this situation as the dark night of the soul. You want a change of this situation in your life, Pisces. Nine of Cups. You want happiness, you want love, you want all kinds of goodness in your life. You want your wishes fulfilled. So you're praying, you're hoping that a miracle happens, right? Miracles do happen. Miracle happens and things fall into place. But because this situation here that you have with somebody in your life is definitely not making you happy. It's not making you happy. Maybe somebody is rejecting your ideas or have rejected your ideas towards any kind of growth, or it's you today who is rejecting all kinds of ideas of growth in order for that thing to be better, because that person could be very hurt, or you could be very hurt here emotionally. So perhaps this is why you are praying for a change. You're wishing for a change of situation in your life, Pisces. Right? Now the challenge is the Eight of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups. So as I explained, the challenge is that you're thinking that if you leave all this, that where you're unhappy, you don't want to be there, you want to move away, right? You want to get out of that emotional loss or apathy of emotions. But the problem with you is that you're not confident of your own self. That's where they're telling you, come into your power. Learn to love yourself, because you're thinking about the material part, right? You're thinking about how it's going to be successful, whether you're going to get back money, whether your money will be sufficient, whether you get back love. You're not very clear about that situation at all. You do want it, but the problem is you're not feeling safe. You're not feeling secured. Right? Let's look at the Eight of Cups. And that's where you're stopping yourself. You're stopping yourself from moving forward towards a commitment because you're not clear. Yeah, see the Two of Cups. Yeah, you definitely want to move. You definitely want to take that step forward. The King of Swords. But again, the problem is the Four of Pentacles is you're not very sure if that love will be reciprocated, if you will be able to bring back somebody in your life, or if that somebody will be ready to accept you back. It can be anything for anybody, right? But there is that energy here that is, you're not very clear if you can take that next step forward with that person in your life. So you're kind of feeling that in yourself. Please talk to me about the Two of Cups, because you might have to leave a previous commitment. For some of you, you might have to leave a previous commitment in order to go for a fresh new one, right? But the problem over here is that you're not certain if you can do that. Yeah, see? The Ace of Pentacles, you definitely want to leave some commitment behind. That could be professional, personal, doesn't matter, in order to go forward towards a new thing, something new in the tangible world, and you really want to move quickly away from a situation, that could have involved monetary issues here for some of you. You want to act quickly from an old situation, the Emperor, but yeah, you're trying to understand if you can take control of that situation or take control of your power here. Let's see here. Please talk to me about the Four of Pentacles, but this is a challenge, remember, right? So you're not sure if you can communicate with somebody about a new beginning as well for some of you, right? And you're feeling very scared about that situation because you're not certain if that person or that situation will be ready to accept you back, right? Maybe it's a job situation before that you perhaps had. Right now, you probably, where there has been a situation where two people have worked together. It also could be that, and they're good friends, right? And now it's time for you to leave behind that old friend and move towards a new commitment in your life, right? In order to begin something brand new, once again in your life, for which you know that you have to act quickly and take a decision quickly in your life. But the problem is that you don't know. Please talk to me about the Four of Pentacles. If you can successfully do that work. That's where you're skeptical about your own situation, even monetarily, right? To do something new in your life, you need money. That could be relocation, that could be travel, that could be anything. Buying a new house, a new car, anything. It requires money, right? So, yeah, see the Eight of Swords. Yeah, this is where it's all up in the head. It's all up in the head. You're not sure. You want to, but the challenge is that you are tied up in your own mental situation. You're not talking about it, you're not telling anybody, you're very scared within yourself, but you know you do have to act quickly, but you don't know how. And this is the King of Wands. When you're thinking about this situation, you want to take action over this situation. You know you will have to take action. You cannot keep doing this. The world, yeah, see, in order to close an old chapter, it also could be that somebody is holding you hostage in your own house, for some of you, or in your profession that you have been in, right? And you're not enjoying that. And you want to move, but you're not being able to, because you could be tied up in your head with many obligations in your life that is not making you happy, and therefore you have been quiet about that situation. But now you're coming to the point of understanding that this cannot go on. You will have to take some action. You have to take a call on this situation in your life. Okay, you have to take a call in order to move out of that difficult situation and move into a new area or new happiness or new commitment that you want for yourself, Pisces. Please talk to me about the Ten of Cups. But this is a challenge. This is a challenge. You know you have to do it, but you are not sure if you can do it, right? You know you have to take action on that situation. You cannot be like that. Yeah, the Page of Swords. Yeah, you have been observing something, Pisces. You are in observation. There has been a delay, when you have failed to stand up for your own belief in life. You haven't been able to say what you had in mind about this situation, when you haven't had the guts to confidently express yourself and say what you wanted or what you want for yourself. But you know what? At the same time, the challenge is that you have been in observation of the situation in your own life, right? But thing is that you're not happy about this. Let me tell you that. You're not at all happy. Maybe some of you are even feeling embarrassed to talk about this situation to other people. That where you have been held hostage by somebody in your life and you haven't been able to take action on your own self. Right? Please talk to me about, but this is an this is becoming intelligent. It's also your intelligence that you are figuring out what you have done so far has been terribly wrong. Please talk to me about the Page of Swords. You're mentally very alert about this whole situation that you shouldn't have done this. But the problem is that it's a challenge. Yeah, see? And you want to rectify the situation. The Ace of Wands. You have the Ace of Wands here. There are two aces out here. There are two aces. So somewhere you know it's a challenge, right? The Ten of Cups. Yeah, see? You have to rework on that commitment. Maybe you have disowned somebody in your life previously because you have got stuck in your head and you did not take action. You have been hiding your insecurity. You have been hiding a lot of things. You haven't spoken about this, right? Or you have been held hostage or in a very toxic situation from where you haven't been able to move. It could be anything. But this is a challenge for you, right? How you reboot the whole situation, because there has already been a lot of delay in this situation with somebody in your life, either professionally or personally. Maybe you want an old job back for some of you, or you want to join a new profession, or you want to go somewhere, but you don't know how you're going to tell that or how you want to approach that situation. So it's a challenge, right? And this is where, moving forward, you have the Seven of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the King of Cups. So what they're telling you guys is that you have to clear your own self-understanding, right? Learn to love yourself first. Very important. Accept who you are. Love yourself. Don't be all muddled and confused all the time. How am I going to do this? What am I going to do this? How is it possible? You can, like I explained, you can mend the bridges. It's only by accepting that you have a lot of power in yourself. You have to understand that, right? Let's look at the Seven of Cups. You got the Seven of Cups twice, so which is a challenge. You're procrastinating the situation. And that is a challenge you have, that you cannot keep procrastinating a situation in your life. You have to sooner or later take a decision on this. And this you're looking for options. Maybe some of you are still very clouded about your own stability in life, right? About your own stability in life, from where you want to move. You're trying to find new creative approaches towards this problem. You're trying to find a solution. You are going to get ideas, or ideas will come to you. But the problem with the Page of Wands, guys, is also it can confuse you. This energy can keep you confused, because you might have too many ideas and then you are like, you don't know which one to go for, right? You're you want to expand. Let me tell you, you want to expand, you want to do something more creative, you want to take on some new challenge in your life. But with the Page of Wands, right? You want to take that risk, but there is so many ideas that now you're confused. You don't know what will bring back your stability. What is that you need to do that will give you back your finance and your stability in your life? Right? Let's look at the Wheel of Fortune here. So this is where the problem is, right? So you have to work on that going forward, because this cloudiness will otherwise not allow you to move forward. And too many ideas, or like they say, too many cooks spoil the broth, right? So if you put too many ideas in your head, then you don't know which one is the right one for you. Please talk to me about the Wheel of Fortune. So you have to be very careful, when you get into that energy, and shortlist your ideas, write down in a journal if you have to, compare notes in yourself, find out which is better, talk to people maybe, and then try to figure out the right idea that is going to work for you. Please talk to me about the Wheel of Fortune, because you want to change your time, right? Strength, yeah. Right, that brings back your personal power, which is your stability and your money. That's going to be your personal power in your life. You want to do that, right? And this is the soul searching, the Hermit. This is where you are you know, doing a lot of soul searching in yourself. You're trying to understand what it is and how is it that you can organize yourself better, that with money brings back your strength and your personal power and your stability in your life. Very important for you, Pisces. Right? So you have to work on this very, very, with a lot of diligence, is more so I'm getting. Please talk to me about that strength, because strength is required. 100%. Your personal power, coming into power. Strength is very, very important for you, Pisces. So do not avoid that part of the story that calls for your personal power, right? And do not get confused with too many ideas, because then you don't know what you want to do in your life. The Knight of Cups, yeah. And once you have that, you will be able to follow your dreams. Whatever you have been, see the Ten of Cups, yeah. You'll be able to follow your dream towards a new commitment, towards your happiness, towards whatever that you have wanted in your life, even as your personal relationship that brings you complete fulfillment, complete happiness in your life, Pisces. Please talk to me about the King of Cups. And this is both your energy. This is where you are thinking about the situation, which is very important, the Emperor. Yeah. That you have to take back control of your power in order to follow your heart desire and bring back your emotional fulfillment in life. That you have to take back control of your own happiness. Nobody can give it to you. Love yourself to bring back control of your own happiness. Learn to do things for yourself that makes you happy, that fulfills you, that brings back that love within you. When you know that you love yourself, you devote that time, that energy for your own happiness. Very important for you, Pisces, right? Please talk to me about the Emperor. So you have to your confusion will dissipate as you move slowly forward. Your confusion will dissipate. But what I'm trying to tell you is you have to be conscious, or else you will get caught up in that confusion and procrastination that is not going to work in your favor, Pisces. Yeah, the devil. Yeah, that's what I just told you. Because you have been restricting your own self. See, the Four of Cups. I'm sorry, the Four of Pentacles. You have been very scared about following your heart desire, right? Because you have always been scared about, you have ideas, but you have been scared about your own stability, your own power, money, everything that concerns you. And that's where you have been restricting a lot of things in your life, as well as your own emotional fulfillment. Please talk to me about the devil. You have to release that energy, Pisces. You cannot hold on to that restriction, because the more you hold on, the less you will get. The nine of swords. Yeah. And this is going to cause you a lot of stress, a lot of guilt, a lot of burden in your life, because you will be holding on to all old things. Yeah, see the Five of Wands. It's been a learning lesson. And all these has happened when you haven't been able to emotionally open up to any situation in your life, or even follow your heart desire. It's because you have lacked your own confidence. Right? You have been lacking your own confidence, and that is, you have been on a guilt trip with some situation in your life where you have to learn to forgive yourself now. Very important. You have to learn to forgive yourself. Please talk to me about the Nine of Swords. You have to learn to tell yourself that whatever happened, maybe you're blaming yourself for your past. for any situation of your past. You're probably blaming yourself. But you know what? At the end of the day, if you keep yourself in a guilt trip, you will not be able to move forward. Right? Please talk to me about the Nine of Swords. So yeah, see the Magician. You have to sharpen your understanding, guys. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, this is where it is. You have to sharpen your understanding about somebody in your life with whom you have been caught up in a guilt trip. That could be your ex-spouse, that could be your ex-partner, that could be your ex-boss, could be anybody in your life. Right? You have to come out of that situation of guilt trip and tell yourself that you are way better than what you have been thinking about your own self. Your low self-esteem has been brutal, Pisces. You have to walk out of that low self-esteem. Please talk to me about the Magician and bring back the wisdom of the mind, of your will, of your determination. Sharpen yourself. Sharpen your intelligence, guys. You have a lot of intelligence. You have to just tap into your own energy and sharpen yourself. The Four of Wands. Right? And that's where you will find your happiness. Some of you can also go in for a new commitment, a new marriage, a new proposal, anything that will make you happy. The Two of Swords, yeah. And this is when you have been getting caught because you haven't been able to sharpen yourself. Your intelligence has dulled over the years. The Knight of Wands, where you have been in and out of a situation, but you haven't been able to stick in a situation because you haven't paid attention to your own logical reasoning. You have dulled your intelligence. That cannot go on. You have to get out of that situation, guys. Please talk to me about the Two of Swords. The Lovers, yeah. This is because, again, with somebody in your life that you have been connected with or you're still connected with, you haven't been able to make the right choice in your life in order to free yourself monetarily, right? In order to free yourself monetarily and bring back your own independence in your life. So you have to work on yourself, Pisces. You have lost your personal power somewhere. You have to work on yourself to bring back your personal power, which will in turn, see, a lot of things will otherwise collapse and will collapse. It will happen. It will happen even without you doing it. Right? So you have to pay attention to what you have in control right now to end something that was faulty, to close the last chapter of your life and bring back your own happiness, your own freedom, and get back your own rewards for all the hard work in your life that you have put in. Right? So pay attention to this guidance in here, guys, and enjoy this reading until I see you once again. Till then, goodbye, God bless, Khuda Hafiz, and Namaste.